Valley Mole.
Hi, I'm David Smith and this is Valley Mole, the show that digs in and around Silicon Valley, searching for insights into technology news stories, the patent wars, and the business of startups. With Steve Jobs leaving Apple, the big question is whether the company will continue to keep its leadership position, creating products that people want to buy, or whether the company will lose its leadership in the marketplace by producing products that are duds. Well, under Jobs, we know that Apple creates products that he would describe as insanely great. Well, from the Apple II right the way through to the iPad, he's created products that have really formed new categories and new industries in themselves. Now, without Steve Jobs at the helm, Apple has had a history of creating some disastrous products. I know because I was there at the time. Steve left in '85 and I joined in '87. And during that time, I'm not proud to say that Apple produced some products like the Macintosh 2, which was probably one of the ugliest PCs ever made. But my favorite was the Macintosh Portable. Now, when producing the Portable, Apple made the mistake of asking customers what they wanted. Apple asked customers, if you want a battery in your Portable, how long would you like the battery to last for? And of course, what the customers said was, well, I work for 8 hours a day, so why don't you give me a battery that lasts 8 hours? So Apple went ahead, followed these instructions from the customer, and put a lead acid battery, the same type of battery that's produced and used in trucks, into the Apple Macintosh Portable, which suddenly became a 16-pound luggable. It was enormous. It was too heavy to carry. It was too large to fit in aircraft luggage. I know because I tried this myself when I was working at Apple. And one of the other interesting features they incorporated here was when the battery died, you could no longer use mains power. So when the battery died, the luggable Portable was virtually useless. Of course, the product flopped and it was discontinued within months. Now, the question is, how could the company do this? In fact, the Apple Portable was the most researched, market researched product Apple had ever produced at that time. And the key issue is, and this is something that Jobs was plainly aware of, is that customers don't know what they want until they see it. Now, if you'd have asked a customer a couple of years ago what they wanted from their PC device, I don't think you would have had a customer specify the details of the iPad. They don't know until they see it. What they do know is if you give them an iPad versus another slate type device, they will choose the iPad. They can choose A versus B, but they're not really very good at designing new products. And the Portable shows where the influence of Jobs has been very vitally important for Apple. Now, there's a difference between design and quality control. This week, we saw Facebook launch their application for the iPad, and it was found to have bugs almost immediately. And basically, they hadn't done proper quality control and product testing. And this involves customers in testing the product. So I'm not suggesting here that we don't use customer feedback. I think the issue and the lesson we learned from the Portable was that you don't ask customers to design products, you ask them essentially to test them and give you feedback on them. So Apple today, Jobs is obviously gone. He's not going to come back this time to rescue the company again. Is the company going to be capable of producing killer products? And I think the feeling in Silicon Valley today is that this Apple is different. It's bigger. It has more momentum. The team is larger. The design is much more mature, and Jobs' influence over the product design is much more profound than it was in 1985 when he left the company last time. So Apple has a strong lead in the smartphone business, the tablet, music distribution, personal computers. These were all actually sectors that were pretty much created by Steve Jobs and Apple. And I think the company can create great products if they keep the faith and they don't let market researchers into the product design process. Obviously, you need to test the product, but the design has to be done by a team following the principles that have been set up and polished by Steve Jobs. We'd like to thank the sponsors of Valimoal. Tynax, the full-service patent broker, operating the world's largest patent and technology trading exchange. Silicon Valley Business School, offering unique educational programs and materials to students and teachers of entrepreneurship and technology commercialization. And ValueMyPatent.com, the only place to go for rapid, realistic patent appraisals.